go ahead and get started. My name is Alex. I have an Instagram and also YouTube Love Sugar Show. So I want to welcome you to the channel and hope you're having an awesome day.
Thank you for inviting me, Alex.
Of course. So the first question that I ask anyone that I ever interview is, how's everything going in your world? Not just musically, but also in your personal life as well, because that's important too.
I'm okay. I'm feeling fine. Got a good lunch. And and yeah, I think I'm in a good mood. Everything is fine. Very creative. A lot of
Mhm.
work. Yeah, but everything is quite okay.
That's
Hmm.
awesome. What did you have for lunch?
Um, we had like a barbecue from the grill.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah, a lot of different stuff.
Well, awesome. So I want to talk about this album, which is actually pictured here behind me. I
Yeah.
listened to it probably two or three times, and I have to say it was fantastic. So great job
Wow.
on
Thank
this
you.
album.
Thank you very much. That's nice to hear.
Yeah, so I want to talk about it. And for anyone who, which is a lot of people at this point who hasn't heard it, how would you describe this album to them?
That's a very positive hard rock album um, with a lot of variations and a lot of positive vibes.
Mhm. Yeah, you definitely hear that, especially throughout the album. It's definitely, I think that's why I wanted to listen to it a few times because it was very like positive, like it made my day better. So I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, my intention was that at the moment the world is in a strange period.
Hmm.
Uh, all over the world, there's a lot of crazy things going on, which I can describe from my personal view as um, not a cool development. It's a big step back for the whole world, and in these days, I just wanted to make a positive statement with music, another depressive soundtrack, which is like music which is sad and
Yeah.
and I don't want to do that. I want to do a positive album that the people who are listening to this album can crank it up and feel good.
Yeah, I definitely think you accomplished that for sure. Like I said, it made my day way better. So I really liked it.
Thank you.
So this album, Boom Bang Goodbye, where did you come up with the title? And were there any other titles that you were thinking about calling it?
No, uh, it came in my mind and I thought, wow, that could fit. That could fit to the whole thing and it's an interesting title.
It
It's
is.
not so often used and common, so I liked it. So I used it.
Yeah, I think it also goes with the background here with the big explosion, like you're dressed in this awesome outfit. So I think it goes really well together.
Thank you. I just have to wear glasses, huh?
Yeah, apparently that's it.
Oh, I have it here.
The signature glasses.
Hello.
I like your glasses. So this album is being presented as like a final album. How are you feeling about this?
So 5 year plus ago, I was very sick,
Hmm.
and I had a long time in recovering, and during that time and afterwards, I learned that my time is limited,
Yeah.
and I don't want to dance everywhere. So I made sometimes four projects at the same moment,
Oh,
and
wow.
this was too much. And I thought this is over, and I concentrate on Primal Fear. I have enough work with Primal Fear. I have enough shows with Primal Fear. I can produce an album and on a very let me say great way in a recording studio with my guys, and it's for me it's uh, enough. So,
Yeah.
but then I had um, the idea and the time just to write some songs, like
Hmm.
just for me, and with no expectations, with no target. And I want to write songs which are in a different style than Primal Fear.
Hmm.
And I wrote these songs, and then I had the feeling it's for me, it's too good to throw it away. And then I thought, come on, let's do one more album. And that was the start of the whole thing.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you decided to release it. They are too good not to share. So, and I'm glad that you got through all that because I know health things can be really, really stressful. So glad you got through all of that.
Yeah, I think uh, so I should take care of the energy that it's placed in the right way, and I've learned to focus on one thing with my full power than on 10 things with limited power. And that's my target. And but I think overall it was too good just to throw it away. So I
Yeah.
thought the people would like to hear it. So let's make an album with people I love and people who are motivated and very loyal to me all over the years. So it's an album made of friends, and we had a lot of fun. And you hear it, I think, in the music that there is a special spirit, and so for me, it was a right decision to do it.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, when I listen to it, like you can feel like that energy. You can tell that, this project has a lot of love in it, and you can tell that it was a good album. Like you had fun doing it, you can feel the love in it. Do you think that has to also do with because you have so many amazing artists also in this album with you?
Hmm.
And I also wanted to ask you about this album. There's a lot of like the guitar work on it. There's so many like kick-ass guitars in this album. What does this album mean to you personally now that it's finished? There was a bunch of people who you care about that's also in this album too.
I was always a fan of guitars.
Yeah.
So, and guitars which are playing with each other and together. And so my favorite bands was always bands with two guitarists.
Hmm.
And so my music was always based on two guitars. And I'm working with Alex Scholp, who is mainly working with Tarja Turunen in Tarja's band since 15 years.
Hmm.
And uh, he's from my hometown, and we're friends also in our private life, and we have a fantastic partnership and laughing a lot and also talking about other things than music. But then it came to this album, and Alex is a guy who's tuning his guitar always very deep, very
Mm-hmm.
modern. So I asked him, hey, Alex, on this album, you have to tune the guitar in a different way, and it has to sound a little bit different than what you do in usual. Are you
Mm-hmm.
interested in doing this with me? And he said, of course, I want to do it. It's also a big challenge for me. So then we were sitting together and decided that Alex is doing the main guitars on the album. And
Mm-hmm.
we have here and there Jim Miller of Kissing Dynamite playing some lead guitars, and Magnus Carlsson, my partner in writing songs since 18 years now. He's playing one guitar and also singing a song because nobody knows he's a great singer. So I forced him to sing on a song.
Mm-hmm.
And then the perfect match was that a guy I was playing in my very old days, like Matthias Died, who was guitarist and singer on Coming Out Fighting and Dangerous Charm. He played a solo on the album after years of silence, and I know he can play, and he's a lawyer in his real life now, and but he's playing some stuff with Udo Dirkschneider and some other band, and he's
Mm-hmm.
still active and he can play, and it was nice to have him on the album. So the guitar section was done. Uh, what we need was the drummer, and Moritz is coming from a very different scene. He's not a metal drummer, he's not a rock drummer. He's coming more of the new rock or also, let me say, jazz and pop scene.
Oh, wow.
But he was on a tour with Sinner and played a tour with us. And I know him from my Rock Meets Classic project, where I
Mm-hmm.
played some shows with him, tours with him, not only shows, tours with him. And we're good friends. And but he's always busy. He's mainly on German TV, in the TV band in Germany. There is Moritz Müller drumming. So I asked him if he had the time to do this album with me, and he was excited. And I think that for me, the drums on an album is always the backbone to make an album good, or if you can surrender. So if the drum is good, this is a great start for all the others to record their stuff. And I'm
For sure.
super excited about the drums of Moritz. He played so well. So the instrumental section was ready.
Mm-hmm.
Moritz's sister is Lisa Müller. She plays keyboards in a lot of German pop bands. She helped me in some ballads to get a little keyboard spice on it. And now we're coming to the singers. So I
Yeah.
was supposed to sing the album by myself, like I did always. And but then I had an idea to make the album even more interesting in including some singers I worked all over the years and are friends and not just for me foreigners. That must be people who I like and who I like my music and
Mm-hmm.
then I made a list and asked people if they want to have a part on my new album. And the feedback was was overwhelming. It was really, really nice, and I got a great feedback. And uh, then I had the idea, let's do this. And as the first examples of singers with their files are coming in, I was
Hmm.
totally excited about what they are doing. Yeah. And it was really for me satisfying how fantastic singers their interpretation on my songs.
Hmm.
And I really loved it and said, Bamba, let's do this. So it makes the album even more interesting to have some great singers included. So we did this. When it was finished, we took the whole stuff to my friend Jacob Hansen in Denmark, who is for me the most loyal and exciting mixers and producers in Europe.
Hmm.
And he wants to mix the album and did a killer job. I think the sound of the album is exactly what I was looking out for, even a little bit better. And so all over, it was a fantastic time, and I really enjoyed to do this album.
That's awesome. So it sounds like it's really personal to you because, like not only do you get to do this awesome album, it turned out amazing, but you also got to include people that, are close to you as well.
Yeah, this is important. This was the key for me, and also the motivation to do this album. And also, I tried to write lyrics which are their own story,
Hmm.
not just a science fiction thing. I, that's really authentic, what's in the lyrics. And this was also very important for me that the lyric of every song tells a story.
Hmm.
And I don't know if the people are digging that deep into the songs that they are checking the lyrics and try to understand what I want to say. But for me, it was really important to write these lyrics.
So for the lyrics, like during the writing process, did you like want to make them like emotional? Did you have something in your mind, or did it kind of just come naturally during the writing process?
It's always for me music first.
Hmm.
When the music is done, I'm thinking about the right words and the right lyrics.
Hmm.
So it is, in my view, important that both fit together and have to transport the emotion. This is important for me, yes.
And with the album, it actually opens with the song Dreams Can Come True, which feels like really hopeful. There's a bunch of emotion in it. Why was this the right song to start the album out with?
Yeah, because it's fast. It's has a great groove to start an album, in my view, and the melodies and the riffs are perfect to start an album, and also the vocals of Renan. Renan Zonda is from Brazil and a longtime friend and a fantastic singer, and he did a killer job on the song. And so for me, it's a perfect opener to let the people want to listen to more.
For sure. And I know this is probably a hard question for you, but out of all of the songs, which are all amazing, which one are you most excited for people to hear?
Oh, that's a tough one. That's for me, so many important stuff is on this album that it's a hard challenge to just choose one.
Yeah.
There are, for example, the second single, which coming out at the end of June, Leave You All Behind is such a emotional statement. And
Yes.
Ronnie Romero is singing like a hero on that song. This is, for me, it's totally outstanding. And then I have Michael Sadler of Saga, which is a good friend since we did Rock Meets Classic together. And he has also a very hard time all over these years. And he was very open-minded to sing a song on the album. So I have to choose the right song.
Yeah.
And uh, I was very happy when I received the files of Michael because he was singing the song with so much emotion. It's really wonderful. And I'm proud of him and how he puts his heart in this song. And here's a nice story that his wife Gwen told him, and he said she is his biggest critics. She's
Mm-hmm.
criticizing him very, very tough. And she said his work on this song is wonderful. So
Aw,
he was very happy that his wife was supporting him, that he did a great job here.
that's awesome. It's always good when you have that little support system there too.
Absolutely.
And since the next single that's coming out is Leave It All Behind, what can you tell listeners about the song? Like, what emotions were you trying to put into the song? What is it about?
It's basically a song which I tell a story what happened to me during the last 5 years, 6 years. And it's very authentic. It's very open-minded that I tell a story which I came from the dead back to the living.
Hmm.
And this is telling the story of leave it all behind. And I leave it all behind because I can't change the past, but I can have an influence on the future.
That is very true. So, talking about past, future, present, you've influenced like generations of musicians in Europe and the hard rock metal scene. What do you hope listeners say about this album in like 10, 20 years from now?
Phew, I don't have any clue, and I don't know how the overall reaction will be in the end of July when the album will be released. I can only say that in this album is so much emotion, so much sweat and heart and love that this is the best I could deliver at the moment without doing metal. Metal is something different. So with Magnus and Ralph in Primal Fear, we're writing
Hmm.
different songs. This is different. So this time it was mainly me alone,
Hmm.
and in the end, it was a huge challenge for me to do this because there was nobody who was writing with me. It was only me, and so I fulfilled that challenge, and hopefully the people will love the album and say, "This is great. This is good music. This is the right soundtrack for this bloody evil times we're living in," and having a good time and listening to that and gives them for a little time a good feeling.
For sure. And because you did have, I guess, just yourself writing it, do you think that kind of gave you like more freedom, or do you like prefer being like more in a group setting when you're writing things?
To be honest, I'm super happy in writing together with Magnus and Ralph, and this is very very creative and we're writing great songs together. So and
Hmm.
this is still handmade and handwork and really done by humans, which is important for me. But with the Sinner stuff, I had a challenge for myself, and after all these tough years, I needed that challenge just to
Mhm.
prove that I'm able to do this. It was never the intention to do an album. It was just writing some songs out of the blue. I had time. There was just a break in other musical projects, and then
Yeah.
I wrote this songs just for me, just to see what will happen, what will come out, and in the end, so this is the status at the moment, and what can I say? I love it.
I love it too, so I'm glad that you enjoyed it. And what is your favorite song out of the whole album? I know it's hard to pick sometimes.
No, 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 no. No answer on that one. Or I have to tell you 11 songs.
Yeah. It's hard to pick, especially when you love them all.
No, this is you have three childs.
Hmm.
I don't know how many childs you have, but expect you have three childs. And
Hmm.
I ask you, which one is your favorite child? This is a stupid question.
Yeah.
Yeah, you love your child like everybody the same, hopefully.
Yeah,
And
hopefully.
this, and this is like uh, uh, if you're releasing such an album, so you every song is a little child of yours.
Very true.
So and should be treated well.
Hopefully everyone's doing that.
I don't think so. There are always people out there who you can't please, but so the first reaction on the first single, Wait, they were overwhelming great. So, of course, there are people who say, "Oh, we like the old Sinner, blah blah blah. We want metal." Yeah, okay, they can have metal with Primal Fear. So why should I do the same with Sinner? There is no reason for me to do the same music with Sinner than Primal Fear. I'm doing hard rock, and I'm doing this with passion and with ambition, and that's it. If you don't like it, don't listen. Why do you take time in writing comments if you don't like it?
Yeah.
Go to something else and listen what you like. Yeah, but don't put a lot of energy in negative things.
Well, as you know, I feel like, no matter what you do, there's always going to be at least one person
Of
who doesn't like
course.
it. And that's okay. Like, there are a bunch of other things you can listen to as well.
One like steaks, one like vegan, one like a muscle car, one like an electric car. So that's our life. One like the mountain, one like the beach. So do
Exactly.
whatever you want, but don't complain.
So, with this album, when listeners hear the final song on the track and realize that they've reached the end of it, which happened to me a few times because I listened to it a few times, what emotion do you hope that they feel at the end of the album?
That they think they put the money on good music. It's handmade, it's made by great musicians. It's an album which is worth to buy.
And do you hope they take away like a certain emotion, like after they get done listening to it, like happiness, like contentment?
Yeah, happiness and start from the beginning.
Yes.
Don't end with the last song. Start all over again.
And honestly, even when you listen to the last song and you go to the first song, it just blends so well together. So it just keeps going very, very well. So
Cool.
make sure you listen to the whole album from start to finish. Don't just jump around. I think it's listen like it's best to listen in that way for sure. And I do have one last question here for you. So the album begins with Dreams Can Come True, a song that sounds like it's about hope and belief, and it just has the guitars, the emotion in it. And as you look back on everything you've accomplished with Center, what dream came true for you?
That I could do this for this long time. As I started as a little boy, I had no expectations. Just loving music, and I never thought I will carry this one through my whole life. And through all the bad days and the good days, I kept going. And for me, it's if I look after all these years and all these albums, I think it's a fantastic decision that I survived the bad days and enjoyed the good times.
For sure. And is there anything you'd like to say as a closing, since this is like the ending of the center, or anything you'd like to say to fans?
Let's see the fans' reaction. Never say never. That doesn't mean I go into the studio tomorrow and do a second part of this album, but I will wait what the fans decide about this album and how much they love it. And then we will do a new Primal Fear album now. We have a lot of festivals lined up and another little tour. And then we will release a new album with Primal Fear, which takes a lot of time and a lot of energy. And yeah, let's see how the reaction of the album will be. And then I will see what the future holds. I say never. So don't say, "Well, this is the last one. There will never be another one." No, 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 no. The door could be opened again, but for
Mhm.
now it's closed.
Well, I'm hoping that door comes open again because I really
Oh,
like
yeah, yeah,
it.
yeah.
Well, Well, awesome. For anyone watching this interview, I cannot tell you how amazing this album is. And if you do not listen to it, you are missing out on one of the best albums this year. It's called Boom Bang Goodbye from Raining Phoenix Music. And it does release on the end of July, the 31st. So you do have to wait a little bit to hear it. But I'll put all the links below. Make sure you check it out because if you don't, I can guarantee you, you will regret it.
There will be a new single and an exciting video at the end of June for Leave You All Behind. And there will be another third single for All Night Long and a great video. Of course, I know all of this
Yeah.
already, but but, but it will be really exciting. So the time between the release of the album and to hear a new single is shorter than expected.
Well, awesome. Again, thank you for taking your time for doing the interview. Amazing album, and hope that you have an awesome day.
You too, Alex. Thank you for the interview.
Of course. You take care.
Okay. Okay. Ciao, ciao.
Bye bye.